What's up, Swig Squad? T with the Diva here. And I'm coming to you with the Love and Marriage Huntsville Reunion. So this is season 9 reunion part 1. They played a melody face. Listen, y'all. I know there is a number of people who don't care for Melody. I know that y'all feel like she thinks she all that, she play people, she manipulative. I done seen all the comments, I done heard all the stories. But I'm gonna need to ask y'all to be fair on this one. They played in this girl's face. I'm so happy she quit this show because I know her mama was stressed. Cause if you think you're gonna play my baby like that, everybody on them, everybody who think they're gonna cross my baby gotta see me. I know that her mama was stressed out from this show. So we're gonna start with the fashions. The fashions. Mel looked cute in her blue. I loved her bob. I think blonde looked good on her. I think black looks hard on her. But I like her in blonde. Martell lame ass type little drummer boy suit. Talking about he can't sit down like a little bitch with some jeans on. I'm like, Martell, what you mean you can't sit down? You a man. Did you have to jump in your pants too? Just like we do? I was like, ugh. He just like, him and Carlos just might as well just be buddies. I hated Destiny's hair. It looked dusty. I did not like it. Her dress was okay. I saw a lot of people saying they didn't like it, but I think it was okay. It was okay to me. Tisha and Marceau. I did not like those breast pads that Tisha had on her because they was too big. She shouldn't have had them on. She didn't even need them. You couldn't see her breasts, but she had on them big old pads, so it just covered almost everything. Marceau looked like a little boy to me. Kimmy, I think Kimmy would have been good if she wouldn't have talked. But Kimmy trying to be, I got a mirror in my pocket and I practice looking hard. And she trying to just be that girl on the reunion made her look, no, you tried it, but no, you didn't make it. Maurice, oh my goodness, the lawyer man, I was traveling. He's so, oh my God, yeah. The Fletchers in the little peach, what did Carlos call them? I said, they've been calling Carlos Carlucifer. That's what they be calling him. They've been calling him now. I'm like, oh my God, y'all calling Carlos Carlucifer. But he is very manipulative though. So I didn't take any notes for this reunion. I just remember the parts that I want to talk about. So first of all, I want to talk about when Martell acted like he was gone, gaslight everybody, and try to make them think that he wasn't wrong for the revenge mess that he was about to do to Mel. So he wanted to plead his case and say that he wasn't wrong for that. I could have punched him in the face, and I was mad at everybody on that stage because this is my thing. First of all, I do hate somebody. And I don't want to say hate. Strongly dislike. I strongly dislike somebody. But first of all, I can find good things to say about her. And second of all, if she's in a situation and she's not wrong, I can admit I don't like her. She's a horrible person to me. But she wasn't wrong in this situation. Like, I can admit that. I can voice that. I can process that. And it's okay. It's okay. I still don't like her, but she wasn't wrong in this case. So I say that to say that y'all knew that that man was wrong for what he did. Marceau only made it a big deal because they was mad at Martell for for airing out their dirty laundry. Before that, they wasn't gonna say nothing. You see, Tisha hadn't mentioned it, hadn't said nothing. All while Mel was going through that all that time, she never stood up and said, he is wrong. Cause I heard that the boys all saw it, and he showed it to all the boys, and he been showing it around the city. She did not say none of that, only because she just hate Mel so much that she didn't want to admit that he was wrong and he had seen. But on Mad Day, now that she's mad at him and they both on different teams and she don't like the way he came on them and all of that, she now is admitting that that was wrong and that she knew what he was doing. When Mel was going around explaining herself, it was, oh my goodness, what? Did he do that? Oh, Mel be lying. Oh, she'll make a big deal out of something. Oh, she'll make up something. Oh, she'll say so. All back then, it was just Mel lying. Mel lying. Mel lying. Or she just doing too much, or he didn't just do all of that, and she sent him to jail, and I cannot believe she pressed charges and sent him to jail. Now that he has pissed everybody off, now they can admit it. So now it's, yeah, he wrong. Oh, he's really wrong. Oh, he really shouldn't have done that. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, well, we all know. We all saw it. We all was privy to that. So now y'all all knew about it. Nobody said nothing back then. And now y'all gonna blow the whistle. We don't want to hear that shit now. Because now y'all sound like some haters. Because when it was her that needed y'all to speak up years ago, y'all was too busy trying to be mad at her and be on Carlos' team, riding his coattail. And yeah. So anyway, Carlos fake checked him. Martell, you know good and well that was wrong for you to say that, for you to do that. And Martell said, no, it wasn't. I wasn't wrong. And then he trying to run around there and ask everybody if they had a copy of the video. Martell, come on now. You know nobody had a copy of that video now. You think somebody was just going to be like, bam, here it go right here. Push play. You think somebody was just going to, nobody was going to do that. And Tisha's so crazy because how is it okay for your husband to be looking at this video with this man and his ex-wife? Like, what is, like, y'all some weirdos. Because my husband couldn't tell me about no video. He couldn't have told me that he saw that video. I would have been like, and what you looking at it for? What was y'all all getting off on it? Like, you couldn't have been my husband talking about no, we all saw the video and I saw and did. And I know that y'all, I know it's a lot of people. I know Mel have a lot of fans. She got a lot of, the millimeters are deep. But there are a lot of people who do not care for her. And I know that. However, I challenge y'all to at least look at the full picture. Even if you despise this lady, and I don't see how you can just really despise somebody like that you don't know, but okay. But even if you horribly despise this woman, you can see in this instance where they are not there to her. They are not there to her. Yes, she got her qualms and her quirks, but as a group, they are all against her. So he tried to act like he was going to make that right, and they fake checked him about it or got on him or whatever. Destiny stayed there with the straight face looking like she wasn't going to say nothing about nothing because, and this is another thing that I say about somebody that you call a friend. I can be a friend to somebody, let my friends know that they're wrong in a situation and still ride for them. Because that's still my homegirl. So I'm still going to have her back 100. but I'm gonna let her know that it's wrong. It don't stop whatever feelings you got for somebody, because you can admit some wrongdoing it doesn't mean that you're against them. It doesn't mean that you're not on their team, or you not supporting them. You just being real about the situation. So if I'm Martell's homegirl, I'm gonna be like, dog, you know that ain't right. You can't be, nah, dog. You can't do nothing like that. And then when I'm around and hear somebody talking about him, I'm gonna also be like, oh, nope, I don't want to hear that right now. He ain't here. He can't take up for himself. He can't speak up for himself. So y'all gonna get off my homeboy. Like, the two can exist in the same space. You can be real about admitting that your homeboy is not right, and you can still ride for him, but not Destiny. Anyway, we already know why though. They move on to ask Mel about whether he pleaded guilty. No, whether he was found guilty. No, he wasn't found guilty, but he pleaded guilty. Martell playing on words with that one. Well, no, I didn't say. You know what happened. You know what happened. You know how that ended up. No, nigga. You were wrong, sir. It was wrong. You pleaded guilty because you knew that they had the evidence against you. You cannot say the harassment communications and say that it was not actual, because it was. It was actual. And you know that it was. So you was trying to ask everybody on that stage, show me the video, so that you could make sure that they didn't have a copy to bring to you, so that you can walk around there and say that it wasn't actual. It wasn't actual. But we all know it was. And it was too many people saying that what your plan was to put another man's head on there and try to make it seem like it was somebody else. That would have been really, really weak of you, Marcel. And I also say, what would you do if somebody did your daughters like that? Like, how would you feel? You have daughters. So what happens when somebody does your daughter that way? That is just so disrespectful. And you cannot control nobody. Once you cheat on her and have a baby with somebody else, you can't control her decision and what she do. You just gotta take your L, because you started it. You initiated it. They started asking Maurice about the DUI, and his lawyer asked, he wanna I was traveling. And I wasn't, and Kimmy, how do you know that I wasn't there? And are you speculating? They rehearsed that like a mother before they got there. But Kimmy, remember you said it was 12 noon and you was in the bed because he didn't come home and you was wondering where he was at, and you said you a nurse, so you automatically think hospital? How you change it now to, oh, you stopped at the office and y'all was at the same party, and then he went somewhere and then you went. It was just y'all switched that all the way up. But y'all tried to get y'all story together, but it did not work out at all. Maurice looked crazy. Kimmy, you looked a hot mess. I want one day for you to stand up. This the same man who said that your libido wasn't where he wanted it to be when you were being treated with cancer. And he complaining the fact that you're not able to stick and move. Talking about how you needed so many. How old are you? Are you a junior in high school? Because you sound like a little boy. Anytime you want to run around here and talking about what your needs are as a man, and you don't have no restraint, and you can't even be compassionate to your sick wife, you got to talk about your selfish grown needs. Go kick rocks and blow bubbles. But what all the way pissed me off was all the smoke. First of all, Maurice said that he was mad at everybody because everybody proved him guilty before they proved him innocent. They didn't even try to, I guess they said they didn't even try to see how he was doing. Well, Maurice, we knew how you was doing because you went to Black when you got out of jail. You went to Black and started drinking and posting on social media. When you got out, when you got bonded out, you went straight to Black and got drunk some more. So we knew you was okay. We knew you hadn't been in no accident or nothing. But that was what they conjured up for Kimmy to try to put on everybody's sore spots and try to make them feel guilty about it. But no, Kimmy, you can't do that because he was all right. We knew he was all right. So Kimmy got all this smoke for Mel because she says that whenever Mel doesn't want to talk about anything, she just says, I'm not talking about that. They have to then have a round table and everybody has to apologize to her and kiss the ring, so to speak. And my thing is, that's y'all fault. Why y'all do it? Why y'all let her do it? How y'all just continue to let her? I wouldn't even continue to let her do that. I would have been checked that shit. But what Mel explained in her live is that that's what production wanted her to do. She was the only one that would talk about it. Nobody else wanted to discuss it. So she came out and talked about it. She said her and Kimmy had squared it away, but you see how Kimmy was rah body. I said, oh, look at Big Nut Kimmy. Okay, girl. Fake. So she was big mad at Mel, but you wasn't big mad at nobody else. And everybody was talking shit. Everybody was. About your man. And how insensitive he is. And everybody had conversations about Maurice. And what he was doing, what he wasn't doing, when he left. Everybody had, even his brother. Everybody had conversation about that, but you didn't want to check nobody but Mel. And then you got real sassy with it when you was like, and you make everybody come to the meeting and kiss the ring, and you make them apologize to you, and then you get mad because you were a part of the apology tours. If you didn't want to apologize, don't apologize. She ain't nobody mama. Don't apologize. If you don't feel like you did nothing wrong, don't apologize. Why are y'all apologizing? Because she said what she said, and when you told her you didn't want to talk about it no more, she said okay. She said you don't never have to worry about hearing it from me again. And it was supposed to be squashed until you got that battery in your back, Kimmy. And I'm glad she quit the show because at this point, it would have really been uncomfortable for her because Carlos got all of y'all dance puppet now. And all of y'all are trying to, I wonder who y'all gonna turn against now that she ain't there. Now y'all gotta turn against each other. Now, y'all gonna have to figure out who y'all gonna beef with. So anyway, that was all that I remembered of it all. And the only highlights that I felt was worth discussing. But next week, it looked like we gonna see Destiny and Sunny. And Destiny gonna be fake Karen about this relationship that she swear is such a big deal, and her and Kimmy was blood sisters, and her and Moses was on their way to get married. And the Fletchers, they are going to talk about, I guess, about Mel hurting their feelings, saying that they wasn't mentors to her. I don't know why. Like, why do y'all, like, why do that make a deal? Like, why is that a big deal to y'all? Like, if somebody says to me, we wasn't friends, I don't give a if we spent the night over each other's house and we traded clothes and colored each other's hair, and but once you say we not friends, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, well, she didn't view it as a friendship. I gotta just let that go. Once I say I mentored you and you say no you didn't, okay, maybe it wasn't mentorship. Maybe I just gotta find another word. Like, what is all this butthurt about these titles and how y'all want to call something one thing and they want to call it another, and y'all just gonna browbeat them and make them call it what you want them to call it. And then, now they done clocked your tea. They said you said your mama died during COVID, and they looked on that tombstone and your mama passed September. Was it September of 2019? COVID didn't start till February, March of 2020. So she was gone by the time COVID got here. We'll straighten that out next week, but I'm just saying, if somebody calls a thing, if I call a thing, and the other person who was involved with me does not agree that that term goes with what our whatever was, I no longer call it that. I guess I just gotta dumb it down. And people dumb down things for different reasons. Some people don't want to admit some types of relationships. Some people don't want to put the title on it. Like, whatever the reason is, I'm not gonna be out here caught. We was blood sisters. Yes, we was. We was blood sisters. You said you pricked your finger and I pricked mine, and we said that we were blood sisters. And now you're saying we were just friends. Like, if you say we was friends after I say we was blood sisters, we was friends. That's all. I don't want to even make myself look thirsty like that. So just go with whatever they say that y'all had. If she said y'all wasn't mentor, that you wasn't her mentor, okay, so I. That's it. What is all this about? You better say I was your man. You better remember that. Anyway, so yeah, that was part 1 of Love and Marriage Huntsville Reunion. And we'll see part 2 Saturday. All right, Swag Squad. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to my existing subscribers. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you all. Tea with the Diva.